Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to Business. My name is Darryl Kwao. The Ghana Union of Traders Association wants the Ghana Revenue Authority to expand the tax net to include e-commerce businesses. The GRA is reviewing downwards revenue targets for 2020 amid the COVID-19 pandemic. President of GUTA believes more revenue can be derived from businesses in the e-commerce space. There is more in this report.
Businesses are turning to online platforms for various transactions. The coronavirus pandemic, though disrupting business activity, has created a huge demand for e-commerce, which today accounts for only 80% of business activity in the SME sector. Unfortunately, there is no data tracking system by the GRA to tax business activities online. President of the Ghana Union of Traders Association, Dr. Joseph Obin, sees this avenue as a smart way by many to dodge tax payment. He tells Joy Business Ghana's revenue targets can be exceeded this year if the tax net is spread to include all transactions in the e-commerce sector.
E-commerce is coming strongly to overtake most of the physical trading that we do. And government having looked at that side, especially in the wake of the COVID, where physical movement of people, the people are transacting through the internet and all that, and a huge volume of goods are being sold there. Government should quickly go there, find ways to register those people who do all this trade, register them for payment of duties, VAT, and what have you, all the taxes. A whole lot of people are dodging the tax payment through this system. And it's developing very fast and it's developing very huge. Government has not looked in that direction. Government should henceforth take, once we are going to read the new budget and all that, I'm expecting the government to sit down with stakeholders, find ways, because it's electronically. Electronic programs begat electronic solution. How are we going to make sure that any transaction is also captured electronically? Are we going to have a server that any transaction will be captured on, so that GRA can monitor this transaction that is the emerging trend?
The GRA has been engaging Ministry of Finance to set a new lower revenue target for the year 2020 as COVID-19 disrupts the economy. As the internet becomes a hub for brisk online business, the GRA is pressed with the challenge of tracking down these business activity to ensure that all forms of e-commerce are duly taxed.
Now, the Bank of Ghana has issued a new set of directives to help deal with the surge in mobile money fraud. My colleague George Yafe has more from the monthly fraud report.
A letter to all the financial institutions in the country from the Bank of Ghana revealed that most of the firms have been hit by some serious mobile money fraud from the first quarter of this year. The surge in this practice has resulted in a lot of banks falling victim. The report, for instance, recounts some of these practices, which includes a bank staff receiving a call from someone claiming to be an employee of a telco that has been trained to reverse these transactions on the mobile money account. So as part of the process, the bank staff is asked to enter some codes on the mobile money platforms. Interestingly, the codes are entered leading to debiting that bank. The development has forced the Bank of Ghana to issue a new set of regulations to all players in the financial sector. The first directive is that all staff of the various financial institutions and the banks should be made aware of these kinds of fraud, according to the Bank of Ghana. No staff, according to the central bank, should be allowed to single-handedly reverse a mobile money transaction. At least 2 should be preferable. This staff, the regulator believes, should be from management level. Banking officials that handle these transactions must be instructed that they deal directly from a representative from the head office of these telecom companies. The Bank of Ghana, in a letter to all the institutions, argued that these instructions are not cast in stone and are reviewed when it matters, looking at the current environment. Well, based on this letter, it looks like the mobile money fraud has moved beyond these fraudsters just calling on suspected individuals to commercial banks and other financial institutions with all their internal checks and compliance issues. They are even falling victim to these practices.
More on that story and others coming up at 1 o'clock on the Marketplace. Up next, sports with Nathaniel Atto.